welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. It's a slickery day here in the far north of Maine, up along the Canadian border. If you are out and about today, if you're going back and forth to work, please slow your roll on the slushy roads in the Crown of Maine. We want everybody to get to their destination safely today. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day wherever you might be. I hope you're having a day filled with fabulosity and dang good coffee. You're going to need dang good coffee to get through today's episode. You're probably going to need a chair to sit in. You're definitely going to need a few minutes after today's episode to ponder what I am about to tell you. And then I can guarantee you the next day that you have to go from your house to your car and it is foggy, you will think twice about it. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, there is a situation brewing. It is brewing in the UK and it is brewing in certain states in the United States of America. It is brewing in parts of California, parts of Texas, parts of Florida, and sections of the Midwest. It is the fog. And not a Stephen King novel. If you are a person who has personally experienced the fog over your area and you have personally gotten ill from the fog in your area, please tell us your experience in the comment section below. Not a lot of people are reporting on this situation that is happening in parts of the UK and in parts of the United States. It just so happens that it has been branded Fog-Vid 24. It's been happening since late 24. It's been happening for a couple weeks now in certain areas around the country. And people were really not correlating what was happening to them to the super dense fog that they were experiencing in their area because, hey, it's cold and flu season. Some people have kids. Kids go to school. Schools are germ infested. They bring those germs home. Families were getting sick. They just thought it was the child and the flu and the cold, and they're at the market and people are coughing and people are not sanitary. So they thought it was a seasonal situation. But then the internet started bringing everybody together, social media. This is where I think social media is absolutely spectacular for rooting out fact from fiction. So people started getting on the social media and they started talking about what was going on. This very thick, dense fog rolled into their area. About 12 hours later, they were experiencing flu-like symptoms. Some people were experiencing symptoms that we experienced a few years ago with the ovoid. They were getting the brain fog back. They were very lethargic. They were extremely tired. They were able to sleep for 2 or 3 days on end before they started feeling a little bit better. Fog rolled out. Symptoms cleared up. A few savvy people decided that there was something going on and they had home air filtration systems. So they went and they pulled the filters and they were discovering that the filters to their air filtration systems were black. There's a black substance on the filters after the fog had rolled on out. So there is a thing happening and it is being dubbed, branded Fog-Vid 24. Now there are some content creators, because not a lot of people are picking this up. They're trying to get the big, splashy, sexy headlines. And I really wish they wouldn't do this because they are branding it death fog. And death fog is an actual thing. This is not death fog. I want to repeat, this is not death fog. It is some kind of thick, chemically smelling fog, very little visibility in it, that after exposure, people are getting sick about 12 hours later. But it is not death fog. I know, sexy, splashy headlines get people views, they get them clicks, they get them shares, they get them likes, and death fog is a thing. It's a World War I chemical weapon that was used across the battlefields. And this weapon kills people and critters and everything it comes in contact with very, very quickly through lung and skin damage. So death fog is a thing, and this is not that. You know, people are scared. Anxiety is very high all over the world. Anxiety is especially high here in the United States since all the terror attacks that happened on January 1st. And to add to that, I think is highly irresponsible, especially with a story that, you know, our big headlines in the U.S. are the attacks that happened in New Orleans and in Las Vegas. And a lot of this small news is really going completely unnoticed under the radar. And then we have content creators, some of them in the almost mid-level range, you know, talking about things like death fog, mystery fog. That's a good one. You're a content creator. Use your creativity to get a big, fat, juicy, sexy headline. But you don't need to use what was used in an actual war to capture the attention and the imagination of people. There's enough going on in people's imaginations right now. So shame on the content creators that are calling it the death fog. Now, I am going to give everyone in my audience the actual U.S. patent number for mists and fogs that can be used in weather alteration. I can't say the M word because we're on these platforms that don't like that word. So the U.S. patent number for the usage of mists and fogs to alter weather is US 1338343A. That's US 1338343A. And you can go and look it all up, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful creatures of the world. It is not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy fact that mists and fogs are being utilized to alter things in the world, to alter humanity. Whether you want to believe it or not, there are things that are being utilized that affect our day-to-day lives as human beings. And weapons are being created to manipulate the population. And some of them happen to be weapons of the weather, whether you want to believe it or not. And conspiracy theories are more or less proven nowadays to be conspiracy facts. So y'all get your information. You look the story up. Look up Fog-Vid 24 or Mystery Fog. That's where we're finding what little information is out there that content creators are finding out about this is under those headlines. Fog-Vid 24, Mysterious or Mystery Fog, and U.S. patent number 1338343A, and that will give you some information. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. And knowledge of the unknown, the thing that we don't know about, the thing that we don't understand, as we gain knowledge about it, it becomes less and less frightening. So we are currently experiencing a life right now that we are living under a 24-hour pressure of fear and anxiety. Everything going on in the world. Everything currently going on in the United States. Everything that people are predicting may or may not happen in the United States as the month moves on. The month of January is going to be wild. I told y'all, I predicted it. It's going to be wild. No concrete predictions. It's just that it is going to be wild. We here on Coffee with Kerri-Lynn like to do a little bit of talky talk about the major stories that are happening, but I also like to dive a little bit into the obscure, the stories that are really flying low under the radar. So once again, if you've experienced Fog-Vid 24. Please, if you want to share your story, share it in the comment section below. I have a lot of great subscribers that are very fascinated with what is going on with this Fog-Vid 24 situation. And the only way that we are really going to learn is through firsthand experience, hearing somebody's story. So if you're brave enough to drop your story in the comment section, then we are very, very happy to be able to share your experience with Fog-Vid 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, be the kindness that you wanted to see in the world. Do not be Fog-Vid 24. Please. Life is short. Live from your heart, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. Open up. Be more sympathetic. Be more empathetic. Be more compassionate in this lifetime, because you only get one go around. Carpe Diem, beautiful creatures of the world, because no one promised you a tomorrow. And I will catch you guys on the next video.